Hello, and welcome to the Energy Connect studio at ADIPEC 2023. I'm thrilled to have sitting with me in the studio Tareq Kawash, Group Chief Executive at Petrofac. Tareq, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Now, let's start off with the good news, the announcement that came today with ADNOC. Could you tell me a bit more about it and the significance of it?
Absolutely. So, great announcement. Really happy about the award. It's a project for ADNOC, carbon capture, and it's the largest carbon capture project in the Middle East region. It's going to take out about 1.5 million tons of carbon. It's an EPC project, so we're building the carbon capture facilities, all the associated infrastructure, the pipeline to allow the collection of the carbon and the injection back in the field. So really great. So this kind of combines our experience in the energy transition with our Middle East execution experience. So really happy about that.
Oh, what a great start to the day two of ADIPEC.
Thank you.
Now, you took over as Group Chief Executive in April this year. How have the first 6 months been? And where do you want to take Petrofac?
I joined on April 1st. So been 6 months, and it's been busy. It's been exciting. I've been 30 years in the industry. So I've been my previous employer and all that. So a lot of the clients and the locations we're working in are similar. Great team at Petrofac. So really strong people. It's been through kind of a down cycle. So we're looking at the up cycle. So big focus on rebuilding the backlog, rebuilding the brand in the region. And I must say, in the first 4 to 5 months, we're able to increase our backlog significantly. Lots of new awards, diverse awards. So like the award for ADNOC, that's the second ADNOC award this year. So over $1 billion of backlog just with ADNOC. In total, just over $5 billion of awards. And that's a combination of traditional hydrocarbon business, our OPEX business, which is the asset solutions business, as well as the energy transition projects, which is really on the back of the big award from TenneT for the offshore HVDC stations.
Well, that's really good to hear, Tareq. And so it ties into my next question. Why do you feel you have such a strong market in the MENA region then?
It's our home market. I mean, Petrofac has been here over 30 years, delivered many projects for all the national oil companies and all their partners here in the region. We're very strong in each of the countries, great track record. For example, here in the Emirates, we've got our big execution office in Sharjah, over 1,300 or 1,400 people. We're able to achieve very high local content. We hire a lot of local talent. I mean, just today in our office in Sharjah, we have over 100 Emiratis working for us, and they've been deployed on the new projects. So great history here. It's going to be the backbone of the company going forward. Big CapEx spend here in the area, and we'll continue to invest in our delivery here in the Middle East.
Yeah, absolutely. And you earlier mentioned working in the energy transition. What about the energy transition? What's Petrofac positioning itself in that area with more demand for customers on the energy transition side of things?
So we look at it like in 3 aspects for us. So the first aspect, we have a business, the asset solutions business, that's moving into decommissioning. So that's kind of taking facilities out, and that's a big growing business, and it's started off in the North Sea. We've moved over to Australia, Gulf Coast of Mexico. So that's one part of it. The other part of it is to design and build lower carbon intensity hydrocarbon facilities, which is some of the projects we're working on in the E&C side of the business. And the third part is really the new energies, the energy transition part, which is the new energies. Focused mainly on HVDC today, because that's where the big CapEx spend is. But we're also have a very strong technical capability working on projects, for example, in green hydrogen and carbon capture, waste to value and other aspects. So really excited about that side of the business.
That's really interesting to hear, Tareq. And what about Petrofac itself in terms of, do you have your own plans and programs in place to decarbonize yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So part of the focus is also to reduce our carbon footprint. So when we go out and build projects, we're working very hard to reduce our carbon footprint. And there's a lot of programs in place to do that. And that's not only in the way we engineer or construct, it works all the way through our supply chain.
And, busy times for you, which also means, going into 2024, what's your outlook then?
So the markets are robust. We've got, in our home regions here in the Middle East, there's big capital investment programs, which you probably heard about here today at ADIPEC. So we're well positioned for that. Our asset solutions business, which is focused on the OPEX side, we're growing that geographically into areas like I said before, as West Africa, Australia. So outside of our home market there, which is the North Sea. And the energy transition projects, there's huge capital expenditure in the offshore wind, but also we see some of these other projects in energy transition, like Waste to Valley and others, going into final investment decisions in the next 2 years. So where I see the company in the next 3 years really to capitalize on this, to rebuild our backlog, and also to grow our talent pool. I mean, one of the areas which we as an industry need to do better at is to attract more people to this industry. And so we're hiring. We've started a graduate training program that's been great for the last few years. We've hired over 100 new graduates. We're also working on the training and upskilling of our current staff, and trying to improve also our retention rate in our company. So the people are our assets. I mean, we don't have any other fixed assets other than our people. So we really invest in our people, and that's the key to our successful delivery.
Well, Tareq, that's really great to hear, and all the best for the busy times ahead.
Thank you very much, Julian. Thank you for having me.
No, I appreciate you coming down to the Energy Connect studio.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for watching, and I look forward to bringing you more studio interviews from the show floor in the coming days.